Yeah, it's amazing. Oh, now it changed up a little bit, Sue.
What is that? What is that? What is that?
Oh, was able to hear me? Good morning, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I can hear you.
Thank you. Everyone, please keep your microphones on mute until you hear your docket call. Once your docket is called, you will then hear a brief description of your case. Then the chairman will swear you in. Okay, Mr. Chairman, we can start with the preamble.
In compliance with notification requirements of Ohio's open meeting law in section 101.021 of the codified ordinances of Cleveland, Ohio, 1796, notice of this meeting has been publicly posted. All boards and commissions under the purview of the City Planning Department conduct their meetings according to Robert's Rules of Order. Actions during the meeting will be taken by voice vote. Abstentions from any vote due to a conflict of interest should be stated for the record before the taking of any vote. In order to ensure that everyone participating in the meeting has the opportunity to be heard, we ask that you use the raise hand feature before asking a question or making a comment. The raise hand feature can be found in the participants panel on the desktop and mobile versions and activated by clicking the hand icon. Please wait for the chair or facilitator to recognize you and be sure to select unmute and announce yourself before you speak. When finished speaking, please lower your hand by clicking on the raise hand icon again and mute your microphone. We will also use the chat feature to communicate with the participants. The chat feature can be activated by clicking the chat button located at the bottom of the WebEx screen. All meeting activity is being recorded by way of the WebEx platform. These proceedings are also being live streamed by way of YouTube. All requests to speak on a particular matter by way of our website and email have been considered. We have also received emails from those who have provided written comments on a particular matter. Mr. Jacobson.
Mr. Chairman, this is Ian Jacobson from the Law Department. Preliminary issues, the live stream. Can we verify that the live stream is on and functioning?
It is, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. And Mr. Chairman, as the Law Department has done since these public meetings have gone virtual and/or hybrid, law states its objection to the use of the chat function. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Davis.
Mr. Bradley,
Here.
Mr. Maschke,
Here.
Mr. Dink,
Here.
Mr. Gallagher.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Yeah, I'm going to call the first docket as a building docket A120-25, 4181 West 150th Street.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is condemnation of the main structure and of the shed. Issued on April 14th of 2025. Appeal was received on May 14th of 2025, requesting for 150 days to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, Law. We also have Councilman KZ present this morning in room 514. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, my name is Lori Haas. I'm a lawyer with UB Greensfelder. I represent the property owner.
Okay. will you be the only one giving testimony, Ms. Haas?
No, this is Paul Khanna. I'm the owner. I'll be here as well.
Okay, I'm gonna ask that you both gonna swear you in along with the councilman and our chief building inspector. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do.
Yes.
Okay, who's ever gonna be given the testimony to start, I guess?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes,
we need to swear in a councilman, and he also would like to go first because he has to be in committee by 10.
very good. Okay, well, I did swear him in. I stated his name. I assume he agreed. So, Councilman, go ahead.
Yes. Well, we're here today, obviously, for one of the biggest eyesores and banes on the west side of Cleveland. This started occurring in 2000, right around April of 2023, where this building has been opened, vacant, and vandalized since 2023. I personally have met with the owners or representatives of the hotel, and everything we've asked for them in regards to board up, they've neglected the property, the condition of the outside of the property. Currently, the condition of the property currently today is a disaster. It's an eyesore. It's unhealthy. The building has been open and vacant and not boarded up since 2023. We've had water damage in there. My office has received, I couldn't tell you how many complaints regarding this hotel, seeing it's the location it sits off the first exit into the city coming off of 71. We have a lot of travelers that go through there. We also have another hotel adjacent to that one just to the south. So not only do I get complaints from residents, but I also get complaints from out-of-towners regarding the condition of that property, just going to state how disappointed they were that was the first thing that they've seen in the city of Cleveland when they get off the highway. So, you know, I'm glad the city has done what they've done to help enforce the conditions of the property, or increasing the condition, or doing something with the property. I have no confidence whatsoever in the current ownership of this hotel, who took it over by deed because they were the lender and they had never owned a hotel or anything like that before. This prior to them taking this over was a vibrant hotel, and it had a restaurant in it that was frequented by a lot of people, not only in the neighborhood, but employees who work around there. There's like 5,000 employees within a 2-mile radius of that. So it was vibrant, and we were shocked when it was closed. We had no idea why it closed or anything like that. We showed up one day and it was just closed. And then we just slowly sat there and watched it deteriorate and deteriorate and deteriorate. And due to the fact that it wasn't boarded after it was closed, it was left wide open. It wasn't, you know, we did have some vagrants visit the hotel, but the place was professionally vandalized. You know, I mean, there was air conditioning units taken off the roof. That's not, you know, your local, you know, what we'll probably hear later being blamed on the neighborhood of vagrants in the neighborhood. You know, this was an opportunity for a lot of individuals to come in here and destroy this hotel, and it was due to the fact that the ownership just neglected the property.
Okay, you're all set then, Councilman?
Yes, and I apologize for leaving. I do have committee that I have to be to at 10 o'clock.
Oh, we have your opinion. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll go back over to who's ever going to be speaking, Ms. Haas or Mr. Kahana.
Well, let me start by saying we recognize the condition of the property. The building itself is in really good
One
shape.
moment. Ma'am, do you have two mics on? Because we're getting a very bad feedback. So if you have your mic on a phone or on a computer at the same time, you need to turn one of them down or one of them off.
Hold on one second here.
I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can hear that too. So let me, I'm afraid if I shut this off. Are you still there by phone? Hello?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna have to participate by phone and not on the camera. So you
Okay,
don't get the reverb. Is that better?
yes.
Okay, fine. What I was gonna say is, yes, the building itself is in really good shape. What we want to talk about today is we've asked for an extension of 150 days. My client has interim financing to help clean up the debris, properly board up the facility, and otherwise take steps to ensure its safety. One of the issues that we're having is the city has asked for a full set of architectural plans for the rehab of the building. Given the fact that the city shut off the utilities, it's dangerous to go in there. The transformer was stolen. It's going to take a while to get a temporary transformer. My client can speak to the timing on that. But what we'd like to do is explore some avenue to repurpose that building, maybe change its use from a hotel to a senior living project or something like that. The building's got really good bones to it. It just needs to be cleaned up, and we've asked for a 150-day extension to allow us some time to do that. Paul, do you have anything to add?
Yes, we've had challenges because there's no electricity there. We've boarded up 11 times. We've repeatedly gone there, it gets broken into. And then Brian's comments regarding 2023, the hotel was operating until last year. It was 2024 that the hotel was shut down. It was not 2023.
Okay.
And Paul, when you board it up, you intend to put some metal over the
Yes,
top of
yes,
the
this time
wood?
we will have it reinforced with metal studs and but we can show receipts. We've repeatedly boarded it up and next day it gets broken into. And we have 24-hour security on the premises.
Okay. All right, I'm going to go over to the Chief Building Inspector, Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, thank you. The city's position is that we object to any more time. This was, I've been there personally, had a conversation with the ownership and the councilman and other representatives from the department. There was a lot of conversation at that time on the repurposing and getting plans and moving forward, and nothing has happened. This, as the councilman stated, this is not some tucked away industrial building somewhere. This is a 6-story hotel that is on Main Street, right as you get off the exit, the window to the city. It's an attractive nuisance. You can see by the inside. There's constantly people going in. It's a hazard. The appellant has stated that it's too dangerous to go in. We have this as an attractive nuisance. We have people going in this structure perpetually. It's the windows are busted. As the councilman said, it's been professionally stripped. There was a business decision, whatever that business decision was made to close the hotel. I'm not confident that the business decisions going forward. I think the testimony was an assisted living facility or something like that. This feels like a plan to put a Band-Aid for a very long time, and the Band-Aid hasn't worked so far. Remanding this back to the Department of Building and Housing with no time will not prohibit anything that the appellate has asked for. They can get their plans together. They can get their financing together, which is also a big question mark. And they can do all of those things while supervised by the Department of Building and Housing under our clock instead of theirs. As the councilman said, this has been ongoing and it is rapidly deteriorating and being destroyed through the elements, the weather, as well as the the illegal occupants or the people that are going inside. So we ask that you deny any time, remand it back to the Department of Building and Housing, and force them to either submit plans for rehab, because it is a condemned structure, and most of the facilities have been stripped, as they've said themselves. The power's been stripped, heating units are stripped, plumbing is been stripped. It's raining in the building. We ask to deny more time, remand it back to us.
Okay, board members, any
Mr. Chairman,
Yes,
Excuse me.
you have Roger Nash who has his hand up. I'm not sure what his relationship is to the property.
who is this?
That's our architect.
Oh, you had to swear you in?
Yeah, please do.
Okay, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do.
Okay, Mr. Nash, go ahead.
I just wanted to throw in that, yes, we have been working with the owner. We've been to the building a couple times and have been, we are in the process of preparing plans. There were no existing plans of the building, so we've had to take some partial drawings from 20 years ago that were for the fire alarm and try to create drawings out of those. But I just wanted to throw in that we are engaged with the owner and making some progress on developing, first of all, getting the existing building drawn up. We've gone through with a mechanical engineer to, look and see what the conditions are, what we're gonna, we are, as everyone knows, we're basically starting from scratch. There's a lot of stuff to get there, but I just wanted to throw in that we have started on our process at our end.
Appreciate your comments, Mr. Nash. Any board members want to weigh in?
Mr. Chairman, I think the testimony regarding the significance of the property, that it's too significant to let it drift through time, and remanding back to building and housing doesn't prevent development activity. I'm personally in favor of that route.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
sorry to interrupt. We have someone from the CDC in that area who would like to give testimony this morning. He needs to be sworn in.
Okay, what's the name?
Austin Raymond, AUSTIN RAYMOND. I work for Jefferson Puritas West Park CDC.
Okay, Mr. Raymond, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do.
Okay, go ahead and give your testimony.
So this isn't just about a vacant building, but what surrounds the vacant building. We do have businesses that operate that are affected by this. We also do have residential behind the building that's affected by this. So this isn't just about the building, but it's the people that surround it. Again, as Councilman Casey stated, this isn't a building off a beaten path, an industrial building. This is a building that's right off. You can see it from 71. You get off there. I've been in the building personally with the owner. I've been in there with the police several times. Every time that I've gone in there, it has gotten progressively worse. There is no infrastructure left. There is, the fire suppression system was plastic. The scrappers even went down and unscrewed and stole all the heads. They cut the cast iron that supplied the fire suppression. That's where the leak originated from. And when it closed, we were having issues with the maintenance. They were aware of what was going on. Again, just simply getting the grass cut has been an issue. So yeah, this just doesn't affect the building, but it affects everybody surrounding it.
Okay, thank you for your comments. Board members, anyone else want to comment?
I concur with Mr. Dank.
Okay. A motion is in order to deny more time, remand the property division of building and housing for any further action. Motion.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Dank,
Second.
second by Mr. Maschke.
Mr. Bradley? Mr. Maschke?
Yes.
Mr. Dink?
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher?
Yes. Notice will be sent out within 2 weeks. Thank you. We have another docket. I don't know if is the councilman still with us, Ms. Davis?
No, Mr. Chairman. We're
All
gonna
right.
take it back up to the top.
Okay, right back to the top. Building docket A 8088-25-17953 Lake Shore 4 Boulevard.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
quick question. Did you want to take it to the top or did you want to go right to the cease use for, Division of Fire?
Oh, for fire? Which one is that?
That would be towards the end of the agenda, docket A 231-25.
Okay, got it. Building docket cease use A 231-25, 3101 East 55th Street.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is a cease use of operation issued on September 5th of 2025. Appeal was received on September 16th of 2025. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. My name is Mira Efteem. I'm here on behalf of the owner of the property, Mr. Giancarlo Calicchia.
Okay, Ms. Akeem, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do.
Okay, are you the only one giving testimony?
At this time, yes, but in the event anyone has questions, Mr. Giancarlo can also be sworn in.
Okay, all right, go ahead and proceed.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
we also have personnel from the Division of Fire.
Oh, I'm sorry. And who is it that we have from the Division of Fire?
It's Captain Dave Talvin, Fire Marshal.
Okay, and you're the only one speaking, Captain?
That's correct.
Did I hear another name?
Negative. I'm the only one here.
Okay, very good. All right, then, Lieutenant, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, very good. All right, I think we have the parties in place. Ms. Akeem?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. So this building has been identified for several issues by the fire marshal. Mainly, there are issues with the waste that is located in the building, and also there's also an issue as to the fire suppression system not being activated. As to the first issue of the waste, I just wanted to bring it to the attention of the board that this waste was here before we owned the building. It was left by prior ownership. Obviously, we understand the gravity of the situation now. But I just wanted to emphasize that this was not something that we contributed to, and that we are obviously now working towards resolving due to the fire chief or the fire marshal presenting this to us. We also received some violations noted by the Ohio EPA regarding the same issues as to the waste. So we have not only been in communication with the fire marshal here, but we've also been communicating with the Ohio EPA regarding our next steps to resolve this, as we know it's a priority for both parties. As an update, in the past 2 weeks, we've been communicating with them on several occasions, and we think the next action item, we've already reached out to several consultants and contractors who can come in, assess the waste, determine, how to categorize it, and then ultimately, before we can get it taken out, we need to pull the appropriate permits. But we've already received one quote back as to how much this will cost and the timing. We're still working on others. So that goes to the environmental waste portion. As to the fire suppression system, the reason that that's not active is because we've had it active, and then there have been several break-ins thereafter where the wiring has been stripped from the building. We've tried to repair it on several occasions, and every time we do, we run into the same issue where people come in, break in, and take things. So we've been actively working to secure it. Even since 2 weeks ago, we've had, and Mr. Kalikia can speak to this more if needed, but we've had, I think, 4 break-ins in the past week. We've boarded up the place. I understand the city has also boarded up the building with no success. So we're kind of at odds as to what else we can do. But in speaking with the fire marshal, we think that we can bring on some sort of consultant or contractor who has experience in this so that we can potentially get further resolution as to, securing the building and making sure that no one else breaks into it so that we can secure the fire suppression system without it being taken again. So with that, we are respectfully requesting 6-month abatement period so that we can not only get set up with all of the vendors and contractors that need to come in to take care of the various issues, but hopefully that will be sufficient time to bring a resolution to the violations and have this taken care of. Thank you. And we're open to questions if needed.
Okay, let me go over to Chief Building Inspector, Mr. Vanover first.
So, Mr. Chairman, this is a fire order. I will defer to Captain Talbin with the comment that nothing that the appellate has presented would be interfered with if the cease use order is upheld and remanded back to fire.
Okay, go ahead, Captain.
Yes, well, we all have the same goal in mind to get this building brought up to compliance. There are several hazards within the building, as we all know, that need to be removed. And the Ohio EPA came in and took a record of all that as well. Then there's a question of the fire load in the rest of the building on the upper floors. Now we've had open elevator shafts that we found in the building. I've been told that they've all been resealed, but that's still an ongoing problem in case something gets opened up through some other issue. I believe there should be some type of a security that should be available watching the building, because obviously with the amount of break-ins, the break-ins happen because the building's vacant and no one is there. So I think that would give us a better security where we could possibly get the suppression system working again. Because right now with the fire load of the building, it's a pretty dangerous, position without having the suppression in case there were to be a fire. So for that reason, I would like to keep the building under a cease use until we have a cleanup and restore all the safety functions of the building.
Okay,
And Mr. Chairman, if I may,
yes.
I did want to also mention, just for the record, we are not using the building for any sort of commercial or business purpose. It's never actually been used for that purpose since we have acquired it. It's mainly been used for minimal storage purposes. So just to let everyone know, we are not conducting any sort of business out of there.
Okay. And that part of that, what you're saying is okay with fire?
Well, yeah, if we see some forward movement where we actually have contractors, I would like to have timelines submitted to me to let me know what the process is, who will be the cleanup, making sure that it's a proper cleanup agency that is certified to do this type of work, because there are several hazards. As I walked through the building with the EPA, we found not only flammables, but other unknown containers with things that have to be figure out what it actually is, which are throughout the building. So that's something that you have to have a qualified team come in to do.
Okay.
Mr.
so-
Chairman,
Yes.
you have CBO Vanover with his hand raised.
Okay. Go ahead, Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, if I may speak to the use of the building, fire has issued a cease use order. The use of the building is a warehouse building and manufacturing warehouse. So the storage is the use. The fact that there's no public access does not mean that it's not being used. The building's being used as a storage facility, and that needs to be addressed where they should, until it's safe, they comply with fire's order, it is they need to cease the use, which means the removal of the contents that are being stored. So there's testimony that there are some hazardous materials and there's proper mitigation required for that. But there's also all other fire load, all other storage items need to be removed so that the building is safe for anybody that gets inside. But equally as important, if there's ever a fire event or emergency event, so that our first responders are not in peril. So the use is storage, and that's the use that the fire Division of Fire is requesting be ceased.
Okay, so this is a little different because what we're doing is we're requiring them to remove whatever is in the building out of the building. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. Then we got to hear back from Ms. Hakeem.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. To clarify, we understand that the storage is at issue. Our position is we don't have any of our storage in there. That is all from previous ownership. While we understand we do have the duty to remove it. And to the fire marshal's point, we do have a list of qualified contractors that we received from the Ohio EPA that can do this, per regulation and pull the required permits. So we are aware that there's a specific specialty involved here, and we are continuing to reach out to those and get contract quotes.
So what is it that you're storing in here that's yours?
Nothing. This is all
Okay.
from previous ownership that we
Okay,
inherited.
and so you're wanting to get rid of it anyway, is that correct?
Correct. But
Okay.
we're not able to do so without the proper permits, and we obviously first need to evaluate it to determine, if it's hazardous waste or not. And then obviously there are certain requirements that we need to meet in categorizing it and disposing it.
Okay, so you're gonna work with fire in doing this. So
Mr. Chairman,
yes,
CBO Vanover had raised his hand again.
okay, very good. Mr. Vanover.
So, Mr. Chairman, just finally, you buy the building, you buy the stuff, right? So who brought the stuff in? When the building was purchased, the stuff comes with it. We're all aware of that. Also, they're removing the stuff. That testimony says they're in the process of removing it. The order requires them to remove it. The city's position from the building department, and we'll get concurrence from fire, there's nothing for the board to do. They were ordered to cease the use and remove the contents. The testimony says that they're ceasing the use and removing the contents. Our position is there's nothing for the board to do here, but remand it back to fire to monitor that process.
Yeah, that sounds right. Okay, so the motion is in order to deny any time and to just to remand this back to fire for any further action.
So moved.
Okay, moved by Mr. Denk,
Second.
second by Mr. Maskey.
Mr. Bradley? Mr. Maskey?
Yes.
Mr. Dink?
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher?
Yes. Okay, a notice will be sent out within 2 weeks. Thank you. Okay, I guess we're going back to the top, right, Ms. Davis?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, building docket A 088-25 17953 Lakeshore, number 4 Boulevard.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is interior and exterior maintenance. Issued on March 17th of 2025. Appeal was received on March 10th of 2025, requesting for 60 days to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Mark O'Brien for the applicant, LSA Group LLC. And with me is Brian Segro, who is a member manager of LSA Group.
Okay, whoever's going to be giving testimony, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do. Yes.
Okay, go ahead and proceed.
Again, this is Mark O'Brien. My client received a violation notice that had a few violations on it. One with respect to the roof on the property. I don't know if Building and Housing will agree with us, but the roof has been completely replaced. And so that violation has been remediated. In addition, all violations with respect to apartment number 4, which are the last 3 violations on the violation notice, have also been completed. And the violation with respect to the hallway is substantially complete. I think there might be a little bit left to complete on that, but that's substantially complete. We are having an issue, though, with respect to apartment unit 12. Again, this is a 19-unit building, and this is a problem unit. This individual is supposed to have moved out of the property, but he has failed to do so, and the property, this unit is still full of his personal property, which makes it impossible for my client to remediate these issues. We have requested a continuance of this matter for 2 weeks. I think we're actually going to need a continuance of 2 months because we're going to have to evict this tenant now in order to complete these repairs, because he's also failed to maintain the property and fulfill his obligations under the Landlord Tenant Act. Filing a Mr. Roberts is no longer here, but he would know that filing an eviction in the Cleveland Housing Court can take a decent amount of time. You know, you've got to file. They generally schedule you out 30 days before you even get your first hearing date. And then after your hearing date, even if you are entitled to an eviction, the housing court judge requires that she approve all orders that are in hearings before a magistrate, and that can take another 30 days. So my client cannot get into Unit 12 and fix it, but he has substantially completed all of the repairs. So we'd just like a continuous of 60 days if we can, so we can evict the person in Unit number 12 and complete those repairs.
So you're saying the hallway, a little bit more has to be done, and the unit number 12, everything else you've kind of met, that was a part of the violation. Is that correct?
Brian, can you speak to this?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you see those images that are on the screen currently?
Yes. Yeah.
So the one on my right, I'm not sure how it is presented to you, but that's the suite. That's what my attorney was speaking about. It's full of his property, and he has not moved anything out, and yet he continues to give me excuse after excuse. So, and then on the left is I took off the treads and primed and I'm waiting for the treads to come in for installation. But, and then I don't have any pictures, or I don't know if, and I think the inspector did take pictures of suite number 4, but all those violations are complete.
Okay.
Yes, my client has been, this is Mark O'Brien again, my client's been dealing with Inspector Kimberly Lanham. I believe he has a good relationship with her. He's been with her at the property, shown her his progress so far. We believe the progress made on this property to date justifies a further extension so we can remove the tenant in apartment number 12.
Okay, Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, the inspection record does show that there's been, it's been some time, but there has been inspections conducted on this property. We wouldn't object to 30 days to have it re-inspected and have it verified by the inspectors. And I understanding that the eviction process can take some time, but if everything else is completed without, except for in this one particular unit, then the inspector can continue to work with the property owner.
Okay.
To move forward, but that's with the expectation that everything else is completed and it's only what's inside this unit.
Okay, so a motion is in order for November 7th, 30 days, 2025 to get inspection in on the rest of the building. And then as Chief Building Inspector said, it can continue on to finish up on that last unit. Motion?
So moved. So moved.
Okay, moved by Mr. Bradley, second by Mr. Danks.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Maschke,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, notice will be sent out within 2 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next docket is billing docket A 180-25, 2130 East 9th Street.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is exterior maintenance, issued on June 20th of 2025. Appeal was received July 21st of 2025, requesting for 6 months to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
My name is Chris Roach. I'm the president of Knight Center Corporation for 2030 East 9th Street. And my attorney should be on the call also. Can you hear me?
I can. What's your attorney's name?
Good morning, y'all. Jim Petropolius on behalf of Knight Center.
Okay, so with the both of you, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do.
Okay, who's ever going to be given testimony, go ahead. You can proceed. Oops.
I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm having some audio issues.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, board. The situation here is Knight Center has lost 2 commercial tenants who have not paid rent in a very, very, very long time. Did not have funding for the repairs, and in turn, ultimately listed, marketed, and is under contract to sell this building. They've taken a significant cut in price for the new owner to perform these repairs. And the closing will be happening in a week and a half of the building. So the new owner will make all the repairs necessary to the building. My client just didn't have the funding to do it. Thank you.
Okay, is there anything else?
Not for me. This is the whole situation.
Okay.
We've got tenants that were tens and tens of thousands of dollars behind in rent, and the funding just was not there. So they had to sell.
Okay. I could tell you that generally we don't give time for sale. Okay, we do if it's going to be take care of the violations. But I'm going to go over to the chief building inspector, Mr. Vanover, and get his opinion.
Mr. Chairman, to Ms. Davis, can you read the violation notice before the board? The V number? Ms. Davis?
My apologies, I was on mute. V number before, through the chair to Mr. Vanover. V as in Victor, 250-20184.
Okay, yes, 2130. So, Mr. Chairman, yes, to your point, that you made, this is they requested 6 months. We are coming up on what looks about 4 of those months. This is a request for more time to dispose of the property. Disposing of the property does not eliminate the current owner's responsibility to repair it. It only removes their ability their ability to repair it. So we ask that you deny any more time and remand it back to the Department of Building and Housing.
Yeah, I believe, given the testimony, I think that is the right move, unless one of the board members disagrees.
I'd just like to testify that we have, in part of this, we've communicated clearly the violation, and they have already gotten estimates, and we have given them consideration for repair of these. And this closing is expected, will take place in the next 30 days. And I don't know what actions that you'll take, but I don't want, it could affect the sale of the building and the repair of the building. So, I mean, I don't, from the violation, I think right now we're about 90 days in, past the violation. We're not near 6 months. And we're asking for time to get the building in a position to get repaired.
This a motion to deny more time and to remand it to the city does not stop you from carrying on and doing that. It doesn't put any brakes on what you're going to do. We would hope that you would carry on and take care of whatever needs to be done with the violations. And if the sale comes into there, it comes into there. But it doesn't affect that at all. So a motion is in order to deny more time, remand the property division of Building and Housing for any further action.
So move.
So move.
Okay, moved by Mr. Bradley, second by Mr. Maskey.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Maskey,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
Notice will be sent within 2 weeks. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman? Chairman?
Who do we have here?
Mr. Chairman, I was speaking. Howard
Oh,
Bradley.
Mr. Bradley, yes.
Yeah, I've got a doctor's appointment at 11:30. I'd like to be excused.
Okay, right now?
No, by 11 o'clock.
Okay, all right. Let us know when you're signing off. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, next docket is Building Docket A 184-25, 4629 Clark Avenue.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is condemnation of the main structure, issued on July 2nd of 2025. Appeal was received on July 25th of 2025, requesting for 90 days to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record? Deborah, if you are the calling user, you need to unmute your mic. Hit *6 on your phone to unmute.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay, thank you. I had it on unmuted on my phone, so it looked like it was unmuted.
Give us your name.
Okay, so my name is Debbie Plager.
Okay.
You can hear me okay?
I can. I'm going to have to swear you in, okay? Are you the only one giving testimony?
Yeah.
Ms. Fletcher, okay. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Go ahead, proceed.
Okay. I didn't give my name and everything you asked me, though. It's Debbie Plager. I'm the owner. I inherited the property from my mother, who had Maryland's Hubcap Center. So as I've made all along from the beginning, that my goal is to sell. I have been and found a buyer to satisfy the abatement of violations. I'm 70 years old, so I don't have the resources as much as I'd like to. I don't have the resources to handle it on my own, but I've worked very, very hard to prepare the building for sale, moving out huge amounts of contents. It was packed, 6,000 square foot, 2-story building. I've worked very hard to find buyers who would buy it as is. And then when the condemnation came along, looking for buyers to, bring the code violations up to satisfaction or demolish it and take care of whatever needed to be taken care of. That's made sales a lot harder and a lot less money, and I've lost buyers. However, I do have a buyer. Actually, I've had 3 offers. I picked the one that wanted to rehab because it is, I don't know if it's listed as a historical building, but if it isn't, it should be. The buyer is aware of the situation. They would be buying it as is. They would take over the condemnation, work with the city, remove whatever contents I may have to leave. I had hoped to have a signed purchase agreement for this hearing, and I had planned on having that emailed on Friday. However, the purchase agreement that the buyer presented the very end of last week was not quite how we discussed it, and couldn't make it in time and still in process, but I need additional time necessary to finalize and complete the sale. I did email that request for continuance last Friday. That being said, it's really important to me for you to know something and hopefully consider. This store, this building was my mom's dream. She was Marilyn the Hubcap Queen. She had thousands and tens of thousands of hubcaps. She shipped worldwide. She was on David Letterman in 1985. Amazing person, but also a pack rat. And the store was packed with hubcaps, valuable things, all kinds of stuff, junk, family heirlooms, pictures, movies. Through the years after she passed, I used it as storage. And I have a friend, Barb, who would go there. We kept everything up. Everything was organized, kept clean and nice. I frequently went there and took items out to use or to sell. And some of it was, mine from childhood. Always maintained it, never vacant. Always cut the grass, trimmed, painted over graffiti. Trash would be horrendous, but you'd pick it up one day and there'd be trash all over the next day. And that's including West 47th Street, because it's on the corner. With convenient next door, there'd be a lot of excess trash, because of stuff like that. And property taxes, are up to date. I've been really diligent about taking care of them. I've done brick repair, even through the city. I had to fix bricks just 2 years ago because when the bar used to be across the West 47th, the people who'd been drinking would back out into the building, and I had to fix that, and I worked with the city with that, and just security with it, and all these things I'm telling you. I'm a big picture taker, and I have pictures to show all the stuff that I have done. Just before COVID hit, my cousin Bobby in his 80s had a bad stroke. He couldn't talk or move. He only had me. And he was actually moved. In 18 months, he was moved 25 times to hospitals and nursing homes. And I had to be there. I had to be there for him, like all the time, to do this. Right then, COVID came along, and because of those things, I wasn't there. I was still there maintaining, cutting grass and doing things, but not there as frequently, of course. Then it was, I decided I was getting older, it's time to sell. Tons of contents, overwhelming for me. Very little help did I have. My dog of 14 years was dying of cancer, and I lacked resources, and I was stuck. I didn't know what to do. this winter, this past winter, really took a toll. Things were pretty good before that, but January snow was one of the worst we've had in a while. I didn't know what was causing a leak. Here I had a roof drain that was blocked, which took care of that. Unblocking that roof drain took care of that. I didn't know, this wasn't my thing, this was my mother's thing. I didn't know about a lot of stuff with buildings. And I didn't know that an old building, you know, could kind of deteriorate that quickly when we had the kind of conditions we had this winter.
Ms. Fletcher,
Although
can I hold you up for a minute? Miss Fletcher?
Yes.
Okay, so I mean, what we're getting, and I understand all the stuff that you're going through and that you're explaining to us, but what we're looking at is that you've kind of said you don't have the funds to redo this thing, and that's what
And
I'm
that's
hearing.
why,
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that you're looking at trying to sell it to get it taken care of. And what I want to do is go over to Mr. Vanover and explain a few things out on this, and then we'll go from there. Okay.
am I able to just finish a little bit more?
I think we got the picture though. I understand.
Okay.
Totally.
I spent a,
I probably
okay.
10 minutes ago I understood. But
I've been told the foundation and structure is sound. The stairs going upstairs are sound, and the ones going from upstairs down to the west 47th is sound, and all of the second floor. But I wanted you to know I spent, and I was going to let you know what they were. There's like 11 different things that I spent money on just over the past 11 months. And I guess I won't go through them, but I spent money on taking care of things inside, outside, the lawn, and I've really tried, and I've made a lot of progress. I just need to get this finished because it's almost done. Everything's almost taken care of.
okay.
The sale. The sale.
Let me go over to Mr. Vanover. Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, to the appellate, our records show that property is owned by the Marilyn June Feiger Family Trust. Is that correct?
Yes.
And Mr.
Yes,
Chairman,
my
the appellate,
mother,
what is your position in the trust?
my mother was first trustee and I'm second trustee.
Are there any additional trustees through the chair?
The third trustee, no, I was an only child. My mother was an only child. The third trustee was a cousin who's passed.
Okay. So, Mr. Chairman, the appellate stated that she did ask for a postponement, and the board can rule on that or not. We would ask that you deny and remand it back to the Department of Building and Housing. With the following, council, we have not submitted this to our demolition bureau yet for demolition, pending the outcome of this appeal. And to the appellate, just to be clear, the sale of a property that is condemned, if the city ends up tearing it down, then the trust and anybody else in the chain of title will be responsible for the costs, regardless of who owns it at the time of demolition. And that being said, Mr. Chairman, I'll defer to the board to make a decision.
Okay. Any of the members on the board want to comment?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, based on the testimony we've heard, I am inclined to remand to Building and Housing, but Mr. Vanover makes a good statement that I think it'd be regrettable to not allow the appellant to make the opportunity of executing that sale if that's where this is going, and instead have it demolished. So I don't know if there's a way to put a stay on that planned or eventual possible demolition while the appellant has a chance to do that.
Yeah, I believe we could give a very short amount of time and then do a remand in our motion, and that is a possibility. So to see if something's going to go through. If it falls through, then we still have the remand in there. Did anyone else want to comment from the board? Okay, Mr. Vanover, I see you have your hand up.
I think that's up from 2 cases ago, Mr. Chairman.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. Oh, Howard? Mr.
Yes.
Brad, did you want to make a
Yes.
comment?
No, I'm going to the doctor.
Okay, you're off. All right, very
Thank
good.
you.
Okay. So let me try this in a motion we'll give to a motion is in order for October, let's see, November 7th, 30 days, 2025, to wouldn't be to abate the violations, at that time, to remand the property at that time to the Division of Building and Housing for any further action.
So
Motion?
moved. So moved.
Okay, moved by Mr. Dank,
Second.
by Mr. Maskey.
Mr. Maskey,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, a notice will be sent out within 2 weeks. Thank you.
May I
Mr.
ask a
Chairman,
question?
this is
Yeah.
Patty.
Yes.
May I ask a question? I have no way to raise my hand. What exactly does that mean to me? I'm sorry to ask, but what exactly does that mean for me?
Yeah, well, what it means is that we didn't want a bulldozer coming over there tomorrow morning to knock your place down. So we're kind of giving you 30 days to try to see if you can probably get the sale or whatever else you can do just to not have that happen. And so this puts pressure on them to make a decision. If they're going to do it, then they need to do it, and then come up with the plans on how they're going to rehab it so it doesn't get tore down. But that's what it's doing. It's given just a little bit of a pause here to be able to go through with it. Okay, but once it's remanded, anything could happen. We don't know what it's going to be on the list for when. May not be immediate,
Okay.
but just so that you understand, this gets them moving too.
Okay.
They want it. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir,
You're
for
welcome.
explaining that.
Mr.
Thank you.
Chairman, this is Patty.
Yes.
With Mr. Bradley's leaving, you must give the 3-member advisory.
Okay, I will definitely do that. Okay, we only have 3 board members, which means, and was still on the picture there, so which means that if our decision is not unanimous, which it usually is, then your appeal goes back to the city. If for that reason you prefer not to have your case heard, then let me know when we call your case that you would like to reschedule your case. Okay, so that's for those remaining that are cases pending. Okay, next docket is building docket A 189-25 7055 Garden Valley Avenue.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is condemnation of the main structure issued on June 26th of 2025. Appeal was received on July 30th of 2025. Applicant did not specify how much time will be needed to abate the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Christopher Young, Vice President at American Community Developers. I represent the ownership entity of Rainbow Terrace 2021 LLC.
Okay, are you the only one going to be giving testimony, Mr. Young?
That is correct, sir.
Okay, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay, go ahead and proceed.
Well, good morning and thank you for the opportunity to appear before the board remotely. As I stated, my name is Christopher Young, I'm Vice President of American Community Developers. I am the person that has been put in charge to and the responsible person to ensure the proper reconstruction of the Rainbow Terrace apartment building that was severely damaged by an explosion on June 23rd. And obviously a subsequent tragedy was a part of that, and we understand that. I'm here in regarding to the appeal of the demolition order, which was issued shortly after the on-site explosion. My application was put in about 2.5 months ago. We did ask for about request for a 6-month extension. And the reason being, and we do fully understand the city concerns for public safety, appreciation of the urgency in addressing damage or unsafe structures. But immediately following the incident, the site became the focus of multiple overlapping investigations, insurance reviews, and it involves a lot of parties from the Cleveland Fire Department to building officials, insurance carriers, attorneys, plaintiffs, courts, in related claims, and of course, independent cause and origin investigators working on behalf of multiple parties. Until these investigations were sufficiently complete, we were prohibited from performing demolition or removing any debris, as doing so would have compromised evidence and obstructed the work of those entities. Just over a week ago, we have received preliminary information back from a lot of the entities. We did receive an authorization for a limited demolition. And I'll explain what that means, which would target the most severely damaged section near the suspected cause of origin site. Engineering and structural assessments confirmed that building is actually not a total loss. And this is by the many investigators that went there. At first, we thought it was a total loss because if you look at it from an overview, bird's eye view, the complete roof structure across the whole 44 units is completely gone, including the new solar panels. This building was just, the whole community was just rehabilitated back in the last couple of years, in fact, which included solar arrays and everything on the building. As I said, just over a week ago, we did receive a permission for limited work. I'll explain what that is. Engineering and structural assessments confirmed the building is not a total loss. And we're being told that by all the third parties, et cetera. Approximately 30 to 35 of the 44 units can be retained and restored, while 9 to 14 of the units in the immediate blast area will need to be demolished and reconstructed. The primary structure of the building is CMU block with cast in place concrete roof decking, over which a roof truss gable roof system was added. This original fire resistant construction limited the spread of damage and made partial restoration feasible now. And of course, with the great work of the Cleveland Fire Department. Accordingly, we requestfully expect that the board grant a 6-month extension of the demolition order to allow us, one, to complete the limited demolition that has been authorized and finalized. And I should only have preliminary testing reports back from everybody. So we do need to finalize testing reports from structural engineers, investigators, and insurers, and submit coordinate final plans for partial reconstruction and restoration consistent with all safety standards. We only, as I said, I use the word preliminary information back. Final information back from all the fire investigators has not been completed, okay? And therefore, I'm not going to point to any cause and origin at this time because I have not been given the final information on that. I just want to state that the delay obviously is not due to inaction or neglect. It resulted from necessary legal and investigation-based investigative constraints. Now that the site has been partially cleared for a week, we are proceeding responsibly and will be in close coordination with obviously the Building and Housing, Department of Building and Housing, and start applying for demo permits and also provide information for correct terminations of utilities and things like that so we can go ahead and do that. I expect that to happen in the next 30 to 60 days. Obviously, we asked for a 6-month extension, but that was done some 2.5 months ago when we had very little information going forward. Okay. We appreciate working with the city partnership throughout this process and remain fully committed to returning Rainbow Terrace safely and promptly to the service for its residents and the 44 families that lived in that one building there. We are a very committed owner, and should tell you that, as part of it, we provide affordable housing to over 50,000 families in America. And we are fully committed to servicing them and making sure they can live in a safe and sound environment. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Vanover.
So yeah, Mr. Chairman, this was a big deal. It was all over the news. This was a pretty substantial loss. There was a loss of life here as well. Mr. Chairman, to the appellate, your testimony states that you were prohibited from action and are prohibited by, may I ask, by whom?
We were prohibited, I'll make sure I'm very clear about that. At this time, we are not under any court order, okay? However, there are multiple claims that have been filed and intent to file that have been served, okay? And so I do want to make that point, but we are not under a court order at this time. However, the insurance companies, I should tell you that the cause and origin there's multiple, as I said just a few seconds ago, multiple lawsuits on this, okay, in the tens of millions of dollars. And there's a loss of life here. It was a terrible tragedy, okay? People in the fire department ran towards danger that day, where a lot of people would run away from it to help people out there. And
understood. Thank you. Mr. Chairman, I'd also like to state for the record, to my knowledge, the city has not been, our demolition order or the city Department of Building and Housing has also not been enjoined from doing anything by any court of jurisdiction. That being said, we don't object to more time. This is a substantial loss. The place has been secured and made safe through multiple actions by both the city and the property owner. I'm just looking for how much time. We don't object to 60 days to get plans and specifications into the department, and 180 days to abate the nuisance. Understanding that if there are plans submitted and approvable and approved, and there's ongoing active permits, then the city's policy is to allow that to continue under the guidance from the Ohio Board of Building Standards and the Ohio Revised Code.
Okay. Well, that being said, I think that a motion would be in order to approve December 7th, 60 days, 2025 to get plans approved with April 7th, 180 days, 2026 to abate the violations. And again, going by what the chief building inspector said, that as long as there's work being performed and that it's being done, then it will continue. Motion?
can I interject one thing, sir, just on your statement?
Okay.
We can get a second first before
right.
a motion
Yeah,
and a second before discussion.
Okay, motion by Mr. Maskey,
Second.
second by Mr. Dink. Go ahead.
Okay, sir, I just want, in your statement that you made, and what I said, we will submit information to the city in the next 30 to 60 days. I don't know their time frame for them to do what their review is and time frame for any of that. So I would just make that statement that to clarify that, okay?
Yeah, and I think Mr. Vanover understands all that too. And so that's why we're given an ending date, but if something gets jammed up in between, as long as you're working on it, it sounds like it'll go forward.
Okay.
Okay? Okay, call the roll.
Mr. Maschke,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, notice will be sent out to you within 2 weeks. Thank you.
Do you need me for anything else, sir?
No, you're good. Thanks,
Thank
Mr.
you for the board's time and your time today.
Okay, next docket is housing docket A 87-25, 4723 West 25th Street.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is condemnation of the shed issued on March 10th of 2025. Appeal was received April 9th of 2025, requesting for 6 months to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing Chief Billing Official, Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
My name's Carlos Rodriguez, RODRIGUZ.
Okay, Mr. Rodriguez, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Who am I talking with?
Oh, this is,
You're in the center there? Yes, yes, I do.
okay, very good. All right, go ahead and let us know what the plans are.
I don't know why I'm here for a shed. This is a 10 by 10 shed out of Plum. I'm not arguing that point. I'm not arguing the point of building the shed within the code. My problem is that I am disabled and time becomes trouble. So I don't know what I can do to paint a clearer picture. That shed's been up for a little while. Last year, we had winds up to 63 miles an hour. It's not moved. 4 inches of snow on the roof. It's not moved. It's in good shape. I mean, I'm making it extra strong. I don't know, other than him being upset that it's not moving fast enough, I don't know what's going on here.
Okay, we're gonna find out. So it's been condemned, and so we're gonna go ahead, Mr. Vanover, and see what's going on with it. Mr. Vanover.
Well, so, Mr. Chairman, I would like to begin by pointing out that the reason that we're here on this case is that under their due process rights, the appellate applied for an appeal. We did not bring these proceedings. That being said, I think that the pictures speak for themselves. This is the condition of the shed. It is deteriorated, and it is, well, it's in the condition that we can see. This is in the neighborhood, and other people, live in this neighborhood. So short of any plan to abate, we would ask that you deny more time and remand it back to the Department of Building and Housing.
Hey, Mr. Rodriguez? Is there some reason why it's all covered up like that?
Yeah, I'm a little confused here. He has a picture of my driveway, which is not the shed. The second thing, the shed is covered in a tarp. He's not showing the inside of the shed. The wood's good, the roof is good. As a matter of fact, that roof is not seeing rain or snow at all. The sheathing underneath it is good, and brand new shingles on top of it. He's not showing a reason for condemn other than the looks of the outside of this thing.
Right.
I sent some pictures over, and I guess they're too late to be sent in. It's a small snapshot of the interior of it. I don't deny out of problem. I'm not trying to take away from not building it correctly. The trouble I'm trying to get them to understand is that I can't work on their time schedule. I'm lucky to get 4 hours on my feet. I'm lucky to hit a hammer once in a while. I have a lot of disabilities that are causing trouble with me, but I need to have a reason to live. Doing things in life was what makes life. He's trying to take something away from me that's making me go from day to day. Why isn't there a picture of the structure, of the interior?
I think part of that is that's what people see from the street, and it's not appealing for sure. I mean, it's an eyesore. If it's in good shape, maybe you could take that stuff off of there.
I don't have a problem with that, but condemning it for the outside looks, like I said, I don't know why I'm here. I did not avoid talking to that inspector. I tried telling him that I needed some more help, and I needed him to understand that underneath the American Disability Act, he has to give me a little leeway here. That's what the law goes for. But for some reason, maybe that's it. Maybe my neighborhood is saying they're tired of looking at what they're looking at. And if they want a new tarp on it, I'll put a new tarp on it. But please, don't take away the work that I've been putting into this thing. It's been a couple of years. I'm proud. I came into this building with a service dog crying as I walked. I'm here without that service dog. I'm working, and I got that shed up. I'm proud of what I've done. Please don't take it away.
Okay. Well, there is, and you filed the appeal, there is a condemnation order on the shed, and they probably have explained that to you, I'm assuming.
I don't even, a
and,
lot of these were, sorry, I'm sorry.
yeah, it's okay. You were requesting for more time to abate that violation. So I don't know if you have someone else that can do the work, or what has to be done, but, to abate the violation. So that's what's going to be needed. So if you're able to do it, I can give you extra time. If you can do that, meet with the, whatever the standard is that they're looking for. We'll give you some time. How much time do you think you need?
I understand the building code. In fact, I went in there, I put a wall up, I locked those walls up so they can't move anywhere. Anybody on that property that far back is trespassing. There's no health hazard, there's no falling down hazard, there's no combustibles in there other than the building itself and its materials. The only thing they can go by is what they've given you picture-wise. And like I said, I'm not trying to get out of not building a proper shed. I just need to understand I can't work on your time schedule.
Well, I mean, we would give you time, but again, it's that you would have to do something with the shed to make it look good. I mean, it's the same way if, let's say, paint was peeling on your house. They can cite you for that because it's unsightly. Well, taking a look at this picture, I can tell you it's unsightly. So
I agree. I agree.
Yeah. So if you can abate that and make it look good, we give you time to do that.
I can throw a new tarp on there. I still like to keep it covered until it's completely done. And that's why it's covered now. Like I say, I don't have any problems with any of this. My only trouble is that the time required to do it. Me lifting that tarp up on that roof and spreading it knocks me out for 2 days.
Yeah, well, I understand. You've mentioned that for you to work on something is not easy. So, I would give you time to do that. I don't know if there's any other.
Yeah, no. Like I said, I don't want to avoid doing this correctly and by the code. I have no problem with any of this.
All right.
If I may say something else, one other thing. The inspector, when I first came here, said I should have a building permit. So I went and got a building permit. And he violated me for not having one when he came in on this. As of then, I called up the Ohio Board of Building Standards, and they're telling me a building inside does not require a building code. So I don't know what I'm following here. Who's giving me bad information, good information? The building code, if you're following by the Ohio Building Code, it says anything underneath 120 feet does not require a building permit.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to, through the chairman to the appellant, you mentioned that you are under a disability.
Yeah,
that I'm going to give you contact information for a representative from the city of Cleveland who you could reach out to. It's part of the senior initiative program that handles some disabilities. You can reach out to them. I can't promise anything, but it's a resource through the city that may be able to assist you with the permitting and fixing up.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. How do we get him this information?
Mr. Chairman, I handed the appellant a card for
he's
the
there.
senior
Okay.
initiative.
All right. Okay, I'm sorry.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
Chief Building Official has his hand raised.
Very good. Mr. Vanover.
Just, Mr. Chairman, just for the record to clear up, the structure this size does require a permit under the City of Cleveland codified ordinances. It requires a zoning and a planning review. So the Ohio Board of Building Standards does not have jurisdiction, but our local authority does. We don't object to a limited amount of time, but I'm concerned because the testimony has gone back and forth between it's not condemnable, shouldn't have been condemned, and the appellant asking for more time. We ask that you uphold the notice of violation because it's not a no permit violation we're here for. We're here for a condemnation. We ask that you uphold the notice of violation as properly issued and then maintain a limited amount of time to get it completed and fixed There was multiple complaints on this structure from the neighborhood, and we need to get it abated. Thank you.
Okay, well, because of weather and everything else, I think we're gonna give you 30 days. And again, I would take that card that you were handed to by the city's attorney and contact them. But we'll go November 7th, 30 days, 2025 to abate the violation. Motion,
So moved.
okay, moved by Mr. Dank,
Second.
second by Mr. Maschke.
Mr. Maschke,
Yes.
Well, could you put this in plain English for me?
Sure.
Mr.
I'm sorry.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, we're gonna send a notice out to you within 2 weeks on this. And just basically it's telling you that you have to get it abated. Hopefully, maybe you can get some information or help from what the attorney has handed you. And move from there. Good luck. The main thing is that it's an eyesore. I can tell you that right off the bat. So that's what people are complaining about, I think, when they go by it. So go from there and we'll see how it goes. Good luck.
All right, I thank all of you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, let's see, the next docket is housing docket A 89-25, 4345 West 48th Street, and it has been withdrawn. Next docket is housing docket A 90-25, 11213 Martin Luther King Jr. Drive.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is a condemnation of the garage issued on April 3rd of 2025. Appeal was received on April 11th of 2025, requesting for 6 months to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
William Walker, owner.
Okay, Mr. Walker, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay, go ahead and proceed.
Initially, I had trouble obtaining a demolition permit as a homeowner because of the way my property was listed. My first contractor, he couldn't get one, but I have a contractor now. He got the permit Friday. Have a dumpster due there this Friday, and it should be down by Tuesday.
Okay, very good. Mr. Vanover.
So, Mr. Chairman, bear with me. We have, there is an active permit for the demolition of the garage. And I'm looking through, it does, I'm looking to see, and then there's an exterior maintenance, violation notice. So yeah, there is a demo permit that was obtained for, yeah, there's an active demolition permit for the garage. We would not object to 30 days to abate the violations.
Okay, motion is in order for November 7th, 30 days, 2025 to abate the violation. Motion.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Maschke,
Second.
second by Mr. Dank.
Mr. Maschke,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, notice will be sent out within 2 weeks. Thank you. Housing docket A 91-25, 3409 West 8th Street.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is condemnation of the main structure issued on April 20th of 2025. Appeal was received on April 11th, I'm sorry. Condemnation of the main structure issued on February 20th of 2025. Appeal was received on April 11th of 2025, requesting for 120 days to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record? Mr. Chairman, I
Yes.
do not see the participants in the participants panel, nor is that person present in room 514 this morning.
Okay, Mr. Vanover, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do.
Okay, Mr. Jacobson.
Through the chairman to Ms. Davis, did notice of today's hearing get returned to the board's file for any reason?
Through the chair, to Mr. Jacobson, no.
And through the chairman, Ms. Davis, have you received any form of communication, an email, a voice message, or anything physically delivered to you on behalf of this appellant and or docket?
Through the chair to Mr. Jacobson, no.
Through the chairman, the due process requirement of notice having been given to this appellant, the board can proceed with this hearing and ruling today. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Vanover.
So, Mr. Chairman to Ms. Davis, can you read the violation notice number for this docket?
Through the chair to Mr. Vanover, V as in Victor, 250-05039.
And, okay, Mr. Chairman, so this is, I have it as 3409 West 98th. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Bear with me, please. I typed in the wrong address. All right, Mr. Chairman, we have, our records indicate that this notice of violation has been closed. There was a permit pulled in May to raise the structure. So we do not object to today's date for compliance.
Okay, motion is in order for October 8th, 2025 to abate the violation. Motion?
So moved.
Okay, moved by Mr. Maskey, second by Mr. Dink.
Mr. Maschke,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, notice will be sent out within 2 weeks. Housing docket A 092-25, 1894 West 71st Street.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is interior and exterior maintenance issued on March 18th of 2025. Appeal was received on April 11th of 2025, requesting for 1 year to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Hi, my name is Antonella Thierry. I am the granddaughter of Lorenzo and Giuseppa Di Siena.
Okay, Ms. DeCiena, is that correct? Okay,
My last name is Thierry, but
okay. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth? Can you hear?
Yes,
Okay, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
yes.
Yes,
I do.
okay, go ahead and proceed.
So my grandparents are very elderly and sick. They both have several medical issues, and they did receive several violations, but they have fixed the majority of them. The big one that they need to fix is the windows, and that's why we're asking for more time because they do live on a fixed income. They have a lot of medical bills, and the rent is only $425. So we just need a little more time, preferably a year, to fix the windows.
Okay, that's a long time. I'll go over to Mr. Vanover. Mr. Vanover?
Mr. Chairman, to the appellant, do your grandparents live in this home?
Yes, they do. They live
So
downstairs.
They live downstairs and the tenant is upstairs?
Correct.
All right. Mr. Chairman, we don't object to 180 days to abate the violations with the understanding that if work is ongoing, there will be a permit required for window replacement if that is the path forward. Window repair doesn't necessarily require a permit, but you can communicate with your inspector with the understanding that continued progress, the inspector can continue to work with them after that 180 days.
Okay. Motion is in order to grant till April 7th, 180 days, 2026 to abate the violations. Motion?
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Maskey,
Second.
second by Mr. Dank.
Mr. Maskey,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, notice will be sent out within 2 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next docket is housing docket 93-25, 9117 Cannon Avenue.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is condemnation of the garage. Issued on March 4th of 2025. Appeal was received April 11th of 2025, requesting for 60 days to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Terrence Myers, owner.
Okay, Mr. Myers, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead, proceed.
Okay, I'm definitely aware that it needs to be torn down. We actually have a deposit in with Heaven's Gate Demolition to get it torn down. We're just looking to get on their schedule right now so they can come and tear it down.
Okay, how much more time do you think you need?
I'm hoping we can get on their schedule within 30 days. I would say 60 days just to be safe because we're at the mercy of their schedule.
Okay, Mr. Vanover?
Mr. Chairman, it's obvious that this is the, it's in this condition. We wouldn't object to 30 days to put the contractor on a clock. It appears that Mr. Myers, your address is in Moreland Hills. So this is an investment property.
That's correct.
So, Mr. Chairman, as I've stated multiple times in these proceedings, the expectation is that these things are handled prior to the city having to expel resources to send inspectors out and cite and have board hearings. So we would object to anything longer than 30 days.
Okay, hopefully you'll get it done. Motion is in order to grant November 7th, 30 days, 2025 to abate the violation. Motion?
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Dank,
Second.
second by Mr. Maskey.
Mr. Maskey,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes, notice will be sent out within 2 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next docket is housing docket A 94-25, 16217 Broccoli Avenue.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is exterior maintenance issued on March 21st of 2025. Appeal was received on April 14th of 2025, requesting for 60 days to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record? Mr. Chairman, I do not see any representation from property improvement specialists in the participants panel, nor is that person present in room 514 this morning.
Okay, Mr. Vanover, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do.
Mr. Jacobson?
Through the chairman to Ms. Davis, did notice of today's hearing get returned to the board's file for any reason?
Through the chair to Mr. Jacobson, no.
And through the chairman to Ms. Davis, have you received any form of communication, an email, a voice message, or anything physically delivered to you on behalf of this appellant in or docket?
Through the chair to Mr. Jacobson, no.
To the chairman, the due process requirement of notice having been given to this appellant, the board can proceed with its hearing and ruling. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Vanover?
Mr. Chairman, based on the October 1st, 2025 inspection of the violation notice and the building permit, the inspector indicates that the work has been completed and the violation notice is closed.
Okay, we'll give to today's date, October 8th, 2025, to abate the violation. Motion.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Maschke,
Second.
second by Mr. Dank.
Mr. Maschke,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, notice will be sent out within 2 weeks. Next docket is housing docket A 95-25, 4436 East 146th Street.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is interior and exterior maintenance issued on April 4th of 2025. Appeal was received on April 16th of 2025, requesting 60 days to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record? Mr. Chairman, I do not see any representation for this property in the participants panel, nor is that person present in room 514 this morning.
Mr. Vanover, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do.
Mr. Jacobson?
Through the chairman to Ms. Davis, I do see someone with the name Christian Little on the panel, but I think they're muted right now. Now they're not muted.
Yeah, I'm Christian Little's here.
That is the next case. This one would be a James Fissel. So, that's the next case, I think. For Jacobson.
Yes, to the chairman, that's my apologies. I had my paperwork out of order here.
Yeah, no problem. Go ahead and do your.
Apologize. And I do not see a James Fiscal on the screen. So, through the chairman to Ms. Davis, did notice of today's hearing get returned to the board's file for any reason?
Through the chair to Mr. Jacobson, no.
And through the chairman to Ms. Davis, have you received any form of communication, an email, voice message, or anything physically delivered to you on behalf of this appellant and or docket?
Through the chair to Mr. Jacobson, no.
To the chairman, the due process requirement of notice having been given to this appellant, the board can proceed with its hearing and ruling. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, the inspection record on this case indicates that a permit was pulled to correct the violations, and the conditions of that permit have been satisfied, and the permit and the notice of violation has been closed as compliant final.
Okay, motion is in order to grant till October 8th, 2025 to abate the violations. Motion?
So moved.
Okay, moved by Mr. Maskey,
Second.
a second by Mr. Dink. You're gonna be Mr. Dink for a second, okay. Either way,
High praise.
Mr. Maskey,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
yes. Okay, notice will be sent out within 2 weeks. Next docket, housing docket A 178-25, 255 West 73rd Street.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is exterior maintenance, issued on June 17th of 2025. Appeal was received July 17th of 2025, requesting for 6 months to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, Law. Would the applicant or his or her attorney and or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
My name is Christian Little. I'm the owner.
Okay, Mr. Little, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do.
Okay, go ahead and proceed.
I received a list of violations from Inspector Cheryl Gregg. I've been slowly but surely trying to get through them and get them repaired and fixed. The only one I'm running into an issue with is the porch and finding a contractor that will take out the permit to redo the porch. So I actually reached out to a couple contractors from the list that was listed on the housing website for the city of Cleveland, and people kind of either not getting back with me, or they as soon as I tell them a permit has to be pulled, they kind of shy away. And if I do find a contractor or a person to make the repairs to the porch, it's a little steep for my pockets right now, to be honest. So I'm kind of having troubles finding that. But everything else, I've been kind of knocking down the list. As far as the bed bugs, I've been in contact with Cheryl Gregg. I send her receipts whenever I do get a project taken off the list.
Okay, how much more time do you think you need?
I would say about the 60 days I asked for. As far as getting a fence, I'm trying to find a fence contractor. I'll get a person. They said coming over, and then they end up not showing up, or they're out of town. The driveway work. Contractors are busy right now. They trying to get things done. So I would say 60 days.
Okay, Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, we don't object to 60 days. This is an investment property. It's a rental property, and the rental registration still requires additional information. So it is not properly registered. So we do not object to 60 days with no further extensions.
Okay, a motion is in order to give to December 7th, 60 days, 2025, to abate the violations with no further extensions and to get the registration permit up to date. Motion?
So moved.
Okay, moved by Mr. Dink.
Second.
Second by Mr. Maskey.
Mr. Maskey,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, notice to be sent out within 2 weeks.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Housing docket A 179-25, 3139 West 88th Street.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is condemnation of the main structure issued on November 2nd of 2010. Appeal was received on July 21st of 2025. Applicant did not state how much time will be needed. To abate the violation. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Oscar Lopez. I'm the current owner of the property.
Okay, Mr. Lopez, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
So I purchased this property. I believe we closed on it mid 2024. Then we became aware of this condemned notice that was missed by title. So we're just trying to navigate on how to get it lifted because we don't have, at this point, this property has had multiple owners since this notice is pretty old. So I'm not aware of what the previous owners did. So it's sort of like entangling this web of stuff that it's attached to this house. This is the pictures that you're seeing on your screen are from the time of purchase. So it was rehabilitated. I have no idea what the condition was when this notice went in effect. And I'm asking that it is lifted based on how long it's been and the number of owners. Obviously, work has been done on the house. I just don't have insight on what kind of work was done. Does that make sense to everybody?
You bought this in a condemned condition, is that correct?
I did, just it wasn't disclosed until after we got into it was closed basically until we closed on the property. That's when we found out that there was a condemned notice on it.
Okay, so now you're going to have to take it out of condemnation. How much time do you think you need to do that?
I don't know. I'm not very familiar on this whole process on how to even get it lifted. I'm sort of learning as I go on this one.
Okay, are you owner occupied here? Are you living here?
I am not. So
Okay.
it's a investment property.
Okay, gotcha. Mr. Vanover.
So, Mr. Chairman, this is a property that's been condemned for 15 years. There's been multiple permits by multiple owners pulled over time with no inspections, no approvals, and no, ultimately no inspections of the work where the permits have expired on their face up until the time when, the appellate purchased the property. So there's been a considerable amount of work done without inspection, without approval. The process for, if I'm correct, he's asking the board to remove the condemnation notice without a certificate of occupancy and without proper permits because work has already been done. The process for doing that is for the appellate, for the owner to make application for building permits and for electrical, plumbing, and mechanical permits so that it can be inspected and verified and ultimately receive a certificate of occupancy. Understanding that there may be the need for some destructive inspections where things that have been covered will need to be uncovered so that the inspectors can identify what was done. But the process is to pull the permits and get a new CO, certificate of occupancy.
That's the process. So now we have the issue of time to complete this. So, because we're not sure, to be honest with you, how much is going to have to be done.
Correct.
So some of it may be simple, some of it may be more difficult. We don't know. let's, we probably need to get an inspector in there to see what actually has been done. Maybe we'll get it inspected in 30 days, say November 7th, 30 days, 2025, to get it inspected, and find out how far we gotta go. And, I guess give you till, February 7th, 120 days, 2026 to abate the violations.
Can I ask a question to Mr. Vanover, or maybe someone can answer?
Yes, you can ask Mr. Vanover a question.
Okay, if we were to sell the property, is that possible as long as I don't know if we can't sell it while this is in effect, or as long as we disclose it? I don't know if you guys can answer that.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, that's, I can't provide legal advice.
Okay.
Other than the fact that anybody in the chain of title is joint and severally responsible for any costs for abatement. So simply dumping the property does not remove their responsibilities under the codified ordinances.
Okay, so just to clarify what you just said, anybody on title is sort of responsible for it, correct?
That is correct.
That includes previous owners.
If they're still around, yes.
Understood.
So, Mr. Chairman, we would ask that for 30 days to get the permits pulled. And then within 30 days of that, it can be inspected. Based on testimony, it appears that most of the work is done. So within 2 months, I think that that's plenty enough time to get the permits and to get it inspected, and then ultimately get the certificate of occupancy, which changes the value of the structure considerably, because at that point it would be legal and approvable.
True. Yes. Okay, so we'll change up that motion to November 7th, 30 days to pull the permits that are necessary to get them taken care of. And let's see, we'll go out to February 7th, 120 days, 2026 to abate the violations.
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
Okay, moved by Mr. Dank, second by Mr. Maschke.
Mr. Maschke,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, notice will be sent out within 2 weeks.
Thank you, everyone. Appreciate your time.
Okay. Next docket, housing docket A 181-25, 3855 West 44th Street.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is condemnation of the garage issued on June 17th of 2025. Appeal was received July 24th of 2025, requesting for 4 to 6 months to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
My name is Marcia Eastwood, and I'm the owner.
Okay, Ms. Eastwood, do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do.
Okay, go ahead and proceed.
Okay, I received a condom notice for the garage, and I'm requesting 6 months to take care of it. It's not the fact that the garage needs to be torn down, but I also have to put a fence up right away because my yard would be wide open, and there's a vacant lot next to my yard.
Okay. And you want 6 months to do this, to abate
Yes,
the violation?
because I'm disabled and I'm on a fixed income.
And you live at this house, correct?
I live at this house.
Okay, Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, we have no objection to 6 months.
Okay, motion is in order to grant till April 7th, 180 days, 2026, to abate the violation. Motion?
So moved.
Okay, moved by Mr. Dank,
Second.
second by Mr. Maschke.
Mr. Maschke,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. All right, notice to be sent out within 2 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Okay, next docket is housing docket A 96-25 time extension. 3535 Rocky River Drive.
Application and fees are in order. This was a notice of violation is for exterior maintenance. That was issued on April 12th of 2024. We originally heard this docket on October 23rd of 2024, when the board granted the applicant until May 22nd of 2025 to abate the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Building Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Hello, my name is Patrick Carey, and I'm representing 3535 Rocky River Drive. My wife is Heather Carey.
Okay, do you solemnly swear to affirm or tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do.
Okay, go ahead and let us know what the plans are.
So, oh, that looks horrible. So as of Thursday, it looks like that. As of Sunday, I've submitted photos. That is all gone. All that garbage and clutter and debris and building materials, it is wiped clean. I did submit some photos to Carmela Davis. I don't know if they got through, but so I had a gang of people over, 15 people over the past, we've been whittling away at this. Over the past weekend, a lot of the work, we completed 13 out of 15 of the violations. So one of the main holdups was, if you see that tree trunk there, that was a tree that started dropping limbs a year ago. And we had to address that. So I got a group of volunteers together. We got that tree felled and dropped. And then the next thing was the trunk. It was a 30-foot trunk with a 5-foot diameter. I had people promise to help with that, and it was just so baffling. We just couldn't whittle it away. I tried to put it on Facebook. Anyway, back in August, I bought a chainsaw and more people. We diced it up into one foot thick slices. That made a lot of sawdust. We had 20 bags of sawdust. We bagged it up and we dropped it off at the Berea Fairgrounds where there's a horse stable. So we got rid of all that. We started putting wood on the tree lawn and people started taking it. So that's all managed now. The wood is dealt with, and the building materials and everything else, it has disappeared. The front of the house, there's some shutters. They need to be addressed, but the tuck pointing, the downspouts, the wood trim is covered with aluminum. Those things are all dealt with. Yeah. What else can I say?
Mr. Chairman, to Mr. Curry, do you live in this home, or does your wife live in this home?
We do live here.
All right. And how much time do you need? Through the chair.
Could I have 6 more? Could I have 6 more weeks?
Mr. Chairman, we don't object to 60 days to a 60-day extension with no further extensions.
Okay, motion is in order for December 7th, 60 days, 2025, to abate the violations with no further extensions. Motion?
So moved.
Okay, moved by Mr. Denk,
Second.
second by Mr. Maschke.
Mr. Maschke,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, notice to be sent out within 2 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes,
I need 2 minutes, please.
you go right ahead.
Bathroom break, bathroom break. Your mic's on.
Okay, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, we're now going to move into the civil tickets. The first civil ticket, housing docket CT 001-25, 3372 West 86th Street. That one has been withdrawn. So the next one is civil ticket housing docket CT 002-25, 3317 Trowbridge Avenue. That has also been withdrawn. So the next civil ticket, housing docket CT 003-25, 14204 Clifford Avenue.
Application and fees are in order. This is a notice of a civil ticket issued.
Mr. Chairman, if I
Yes.
could
On-
address the board.
We gotta finish calling.
Okay, sorry.
The appeal was filed with our board on May 22nd of 2025. I'm sorry, the appeal was filed with us on June 12th of 2025, asking for an administrative review of the decision from the Director of Department of Building and Housing. Present for today's hearing, Chief Building Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and or representative please state your first and last name for the record?
Mike Saunders.
Okay, Mr. Saunders, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay, go ahead and proceed.
Mr. Chairman, this is Patty. I believe Chief of Code Enforcement, Dave Roberts wanted to address the board before you took testimony, if
Okay,
that's correct.
Yep. Let's do that.
Thank you very much, Chairman Gallagher. Good morning, Mr. Dink. Good morning, Mr. Maschke, Mr. Saunders. We're going to break some new ground today because these are going to be the first appeals from the city's civil tickets that have come before the board. Let me give you a brief background. In February 24, we passed the Residents First legislation in Cleveland that created the possibility for the city Department of Building and Housing to issue a civil fine rather than a criminal citation. And that's done through a civil ticket so that the process is fair to the recipient of the ticket. They're appealable. The first appeal goes to the Director of Building and Housing or her designee. I'm going to call that person the hearing officer. And then the hearing officer hears out the appellant. And if the appellant is unhappy with that decision, they appeal that decision to you, the members of the Board of Building Standards. And I want to address an issue that I think will come up for you, which is what exactly are we reviewing? And I want to suggest to you there's two things, and I think you're going to be reviewing both of them. One would be, what did the hearing officer decide, and what was their logic, and what did they base it on? But I don't think you're limited to that. You're going to have the appellant here. The appellant is welcome to argue to you just the result that they think you should give for the civil ticket. And the city is not objecting to that review by you. So you don't have to involve yourself too much with the question of what the prior hearing officer said. This is a second bite at the apple, and you're hearing out the appellant to see if the appellant convinces you to grant the appeal. Now you're going to ask next, I imagine, what is the standard we're applying to these civil tickets? And I'll let you know there's two things you're going to hear. One is if the appellant convinces you that the infraction didn't happen, then you should grant the appeal. So someone might say, for instance, that debris the inspector saw was not dumped on my yard. Was dumped on the neighbor's yard, not mine. It's not in my yard. I didn't do it. Then the other more likely one is an equitable argument that it's not fair that they pay the $200 fine. And the whole universe is open for that. There's no limits on what the appellant can argue. They could argue to you they complied shortly after. They could argue to you it's unfair because for circumstances beyond their control caused the problem. And there are no limits on what you can consider in fairness. And if you do grant it based on fairness, you have a choice. You can grant it entirely, and then the appellant doesn't owe anything on the civil ticket. Or you can limit the fine somewhere between $0 and $200. If you think that the circumstances suggest they shouldn't have to pay the full fine, you can make it 50% of the fine or less than that. So in the city will not be bringing the inspectors. We're not going to contest the appellant's statements about whether it happened or their statements about the fairness. As to the basis for the civil ticket, the inspector takes a picture. So that's in your record. But we're not going to defend these. If the appellant convinces you that they should get a reduction or the granting of the appeal, the city's happy with that without us putting on any argument to you. So Mr. Vanover will not be appearing to argue as he does in normal cases. This is just you hearing out appellants and making the decision on whether to grant their appeal or not. And the city will just stand back and let them make their argument to you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, this is Patty, and as we've previously discussed in executive session, these are bound by, this board is bound by CCO 3104.04. And Mr. Roberts did a nice job giving you some layman's terms. The appeal of the director's decision is under subsection E, in which the board shall approve, modify, or annul the finding from which the appeal is taken. And the code does give a preponderance of evidence standard. Is my understanding under 3104.07, no rules or regulations have as of yet been promulgated by the department. Thank you.
Okay, any questions by the board?
I don't have any.
Okay, I'm gonna need your guys' input though as we go through this. Okay, so, Mr. Saunders, go ahead, and I guess you're gonna plead your case here.
Okay. Currently, I just received today my 20-year lead certificate. If you need the number, I can give it to you. I received a violation, I believe, back in April about my lead certificate. Roughly less than 2 years ago at that time, I applied, I had the house tested, everything was sent in, and I was waiting on the city to approve it. So when I got this fine, I called down the city, and then they told me that the gentleman that submitted all this stuff didn't do it right, and it was denied. But I never received a letter from the city saying, this is not good, we need to redo it. But in the meantime, I found another company, and then I had them redo the test. And as of this morning, I just received my 20-year certificate.
So you are in compliance.
Yes, sir.
So what we were looking at probably is the date that you, if this was done in a timely manner, you're saying that it was, because I guess what I'm looking at here is whether it was done in a timely manner or not. You're saying that it was the city's fault they didn't get back to you in time? Is that what you're saying?
Correct. I was not aware of what was going on because I have other rental properties, and they were backlogged at one point in time. And I think up until, I'm not sure exactly the time frame, past several months, they've really got caught up to my knowledge. So I was just waiting on the city to give me a certificate, and I've got them, I have received them for other properties. This one here, I was never informed by the city saying, it was canceled, no good, didn't pass.
Okay. Members of the board? Any
It
comments?
sounds like some bureaucracy that introduced some circumstances that aren't of the normal protocol. So I would be in favor of giving relief from that penalty.
Total?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Maskey?
I concur.
Okay. So our decision would be to annul and grant your appeal, and there will be no fine.
If you can make that a motion, Mr. Chairman, thank you.
Yes, okay. Motion to annul the certificate. Is that what is this thing called?
The director's decision, Mr. Chairman. You're annulling the director's decision on the matter.
All right, we're annulling the director's decision on this matter. Motion.
So moved.
Second.
Okay. It's been moved and seconded. We'll call the roll.
Mr. Maskey,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, I guess they send a notice out to you to let you know that what occurred. All right, you're all set.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, the next civil ticket, housing docket CT 4-25 484 East 148th Street.
Application fees are in order. This is a civil ticket that was issued on April 2nd of 2025. We received a repeal on June 23rd of 2025, asking for an annulment of the decision made by the Director of the Department of Building and Housing. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Good afternoon, Rafael Togovicki, member of Medex Ari Capital LLC, the owner of the property.
Okay, go ahead and let us know what your reason is.
He's Swearman.
Oh, you did, yes. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do.
Okay, go ahead and proceed.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much for the opportunity to hear my appeal. We own a number of residential buildings in Cleveland, and our sole objective is to acquire, rehabilitate, and provide clean, safe, and fully code compliant homes for tenants. That's what we do. That's the only thing we do. This property was acquired on a sheriff auction late 2024. The building was in a bad condition. It had squatters. It was abandoned for years. We took care of it. We cleaned it up. And surprisingly, we couldn't find any prior enforcement actions, any tickets, nothing issued by Building and Housing. However, in spite of the bad condition of the property, however, on April 4th, 2025, we received a phone call from a city inspector, Mr. Dvorak, who informed us of complaints from a neighbor. He provided us a list and photos over email of a few very minor violations. And during that call, Mr. Dvorak told me, actually, I spoke to him that if everything is corrected, no further action is due. He asked for 30 days. We took care of everything within 30 days. You can see the photos. It was very minor. We had to cover a vent with a mesh. We had some raccoons dropping the lattice, so we had to repair that. Align the gutter, very minor stuff. We did it timely in spite of weather issues. And I sent the photos to Mr. Dvorak, never got a response, tried to call him up, never got a response. And then we get a $200 ticket by mail. I appealed the ticket, and I got a very generic denial with no explanation and no consideration of the actual facts. And that's why I'm appealing in front of this board due to the nature of violations, but also due to selective enforcement. The subject property is not on the greatest street. We made this building look to be like one of the nicer buildings on the street. And for some reason, maybe it's the neighbor who keeps filing complaints. We're the ones who are being fined in spite of taking care of everything in a timely manner. So that's about it, and thank you for your time.
Okay, so you're stating that you had corrected the violation when you were aware of it, that within the time limit, is that what you're saying?
That's correct.
And so then you ended up receiving this, this certificate that you were being fined for not having done it. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right, the board, do you have any questions for the appellant or any thoughts on it?
My thoughts are, Mr. Chairman, that he's on record, so I can't say that he's on record stating that he did these things, and this property looks very nice. I could see that maybe something got lost at the city and a response wasn't made.
Okay, Mr. Dank?
And all the items are corrected at this time?
Yes, they are.
Okay, if that's the case, I think relief is reasonable in this case as well.
Okay, so a motion is in order to annul this certificate for the appellant.
Motion to annul the director's decision and no fine. Is that what you, thank you.
Yes,
So
that is
moved.
correct. Okay, moved by Mr. Maskey,
Second.
second by Mr. Dank.
Mr. Maschke,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, a notice will be sent out to you. I'm sure you're all set.
Thank you.
Okay. The next docket, civil ticket housing docket CT 5-25 5911 Dennison Avenue.
Application and fees are in order. This is a appeal to a civil ticket of administrative hearing through the Department of Building and Housing. We received the appeal on June 26th of 2025. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson Law. Will the appellant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
I'm Michael Cavazia. I'm the owner of the property.
Okay, Mr. Cavazia, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay, go ahead and proceed.
Okay, well, I received this ticket for, as you can see, the car is parked in the front light right there. And I tried to call the city and let the city know that the tenant is disabled and he has a, what would you call as a handicap permit. And I never got any type of response from the city when I called them. So that's basically why I'm appealing it. With that being said, I have now instructed the tenant to go ahead and park in the back of the house. But he's a disabled veteran and he's missing one leg, and it was easy for him to get in and out of the house, basically parking where he did. So, I'm asking, to at least, alleviate the fine, and we are in compliance. And, I have told them, hey, don't park there. And if you want to pass by, he's not there. He's not parking there anymore.
Okay, from the board?
A veteran with a missing leg. This is tough.
No, it's,
If this
that's
is
a fact.
Mr. Chairman, if this is a one-time, I have a
Right.
feeling we're going to be going through this a lot as a learning curve. And the city may be a little overzealous in just running out tickets here versus finding out what the root of the problem is before they just start issuing tickets. I got to tell you, I'm not going to be in any mood if I got to sit in a 5-hour meeting.
Mr. Chairman, to Mr. Mashke and Mr. Jenk, and this is Patty.
I'm
If I
motion
could,
for relief.
well, if I could also point out that a setback is under 310402 number 11, which is a zoning code 357.14 by charter section 76.6. This board has no authority under, although not raised by appellant, it is a legal issue that this board has no authority over setback. That is not a building code setback. So 3103.09F that is cited does not address setback parking. If that makes this easier for the board legally, this board has no authority over zoning matters. They do have to be issued correctly.
Okay, well, we find that it's been incorrectly issued then, if that's the case. So we are annulling the director's decision for the civil ticket.
So moved.
Okay, it's moved by Mr. Maskey,
Second.
second by Mr. Dank.
Mr. Mashke?
Yes.
Mr. Dink?
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher?
Yes. Okay, the next docket, civil ticket, housing docket, CT 6-25, 3085 East 65th Street.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation. This is another notice of civil offense and fine that was issued on June 3rd of 2025. Applicant appealed with the board on August 8th of 2025. Asking for an annulment of the decision of the Director of the Department of Building and Housing. Present for today's hearing, Chief Building Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Owner Gerald Denham.
Okay, Mr. Denham, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and let us know what your
What the issue is, I received a letter from the gas company saying that the gas valve was leaking and that they were going to come shut it off. So they come out and shut it off.
Okay, is there more to this?
Yeah, there were some violations and in the house, but they have all been corrected, but I can't get a hold of the inspector to come out. Every time I leave a message, she never calls back. And I text her too.
Okay. And so was the issue the gas being turned off?
Yes.
Okay. And that was, and this is a rental, is that correct?
Well, it was. I bought it for my niece. I ain't renting it out no more. I plan on living in it.
You're planning on living in it, and the issue was that they came and why did they turn the gas off? Because they said there was a leak.
Yeah, the valve in the street was leaking.
The valve in the street, but that had
Yeah, they got a. It's the valve at the curb, but not at the street. They got a valve at the end of the house, and it was leaking.
Okay. And so they shut it off, and then because the gas was shut off, you were issued the civil ticket.
Yes.
And was it because you weren't handling the situation, or what was the deal there?
Well, there was a tenant that was there that was supposed to be out, and he was my niece's tenant.
Okay.
And he that's why I got the fine, because he didn't move out.
Oh, so he was still in there, but they shut it off. Okay.
Yeah.
But well, what kind of time did you take to try to abate whatever the problem was?
Well, they fixed it already. The gas company did.
Okay. All right, let me go over to the board. Gentlemen.
I don't know, Mr. Chairman, it sounds like the ticket was issued appropriately. It's not clear the exact time, but you know, there was a problem and it eventually sounds like it was worked out, but I don't know. I'm not clear on the timing.
Yeah.
After the tenant moved out.
Huh?
It was done after the tenant moved out.
They fixed it after the tenant moved out.
How long?
It was
Through
like
the chairman to the appellant, how long was the tenant in the space without gas service?
it was like 3 days.
No,
Nor.
it was about I don't know, about
I'm not for sure.
it was
And
about
that impacted what? Hot water and cooking and things like this?
Just hot water.
Okay. But it's the shut off is at the street because that's where the leak is. That your responsibility?
No, it was the gas company's.
The gas company's responsibility because the leak was at the street.
Yeah, they come and fixed it.
You know, what I'm not understanding though is that I'm not sure how you're responsible if that's the case. And I don't have anybody here going to tell me how the director gave a decision on this and is saying, yes, this is supposed to go through if that isn't even your responsibility. Other than, I don't know, you'd have to provide something. I'm not sure. All right, Mr. Maskey.
Well, if he's not responsible, how can he be billed?
Well, that's why I have no idea why the director went ahead with this. So, all right, well, we're new at this. And because I just don't know enough information about it, I believe that a motion is in order to annul the director's decision.
I'll make that motion. I feel okay about that. I'm not sure we're clear that it wasn't the owner's responsibility, but as long as it was cleaned up in a reasonably timely fashion, it seems like things are decently in order. So I'll move to annul the director's decision.
Moved by Mr. Denk.
Second
by Mr. Maskey. I can't imagine him not. Okay.
Mr. Maskey,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay. A notice will be sent out to you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Wow. Okay, this is different. We'll have to get the hang of it.
Did
and
very
maybe-
well.
I think, and we may need.
Can we talk after the meeting's over?
Yes, we can.
Can we get through the?
Sure. You want me to
Okay,
stay?
Let's do,
Sure.
yeah, yes. Okay, so we need approval of, I think that's our last one,
So
right?
moved.
Okay, so moved on I gotta read them. A 78-25, A 80-25, 81-25, A 82-20, A 84-25 LLC, A 85-25, A 86-25, A 146-25 through A 150-25 and A 164-25. We got an approval by Mr. Maskey,
Second.
second by Mr. Deng.
Mr. Maskey,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, approval of minutes. Are there any additions or
So
corrections?
moved.
Okay, September 24th, a motion by Mr. Maskey,
Second.
second by Mr. Deng.
Mr. Maskey,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Okay, we're gonna shut down the regular meeting and we're gonna have a meeting afterwards here.
1 second, Mr. Gallagher.
Everybody out.
Have to read. He stops.